What is going on, everybody? My name is Nico and welcome back to another Nintendo Switch game review here on the channel. This video is very special because it is my first Nintendo Switch review that I'm doing based on the fact that I got a free code for a game on the Nintendo Switch. I'm really moving up in the world here. Today I'm going to be reviewing Afterpulse after Digital Legends Entertainment reached out to me and gave me a free code to the game so that I could check it out over on the Nintendo Switch. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I didn't receive any financial compensation for checking this game out and reviewing it here on the channel. I literally just got the free code and I was like, you know, this could be a fun video. That is why we're here. So I figured I would at least give the game a shot after getting the code and give my thoughts on the game. So, if this is your first time here on the channel, make sure you are subscribed for more videos like this in the future. Let's get into it. So, Afterpulse is a conflicting game for me on the Nintendo Switch because I like it for some parts, and then other parts I can't stand this game. It's a very back and forth situation. So what Afterpulse is a post-apocalyptic urban battlefield where the fight for survival is severe. Elites will enjoy enhanced online matchmaking for live free-for-all battles and 4v4 team deathmatch games using zone server technology. Each match is made with an optimal player experience in mind. This is all coming from the press release that they included in their email with the code. Nintendo Switch players will be able to join player base of more than 18 million that are regularly enjoying the mobile, Android, and iOS versions of the game. It does also list here that it does require an internet connection and subscription to Nintendo Switch Online service. So that is something to note. This game does require a Nintendo Switch service. I'm not really sure why, because it is like a mobile game and most of those games don't require the Nintendo Switch Online to play. Like, I don't believe like Warframe or any of those free-to-play games require the Nintendo Switch Online membership. So as a result of Afterpulse being this mobile game, I really didn't go into it with very high expectations, which I think was the better play for me here, because this game is fun in certain regards, but the mobile game aspect of it makes it very, very mediocre. So it plays like a mobile game even on the Switch. Like, the controls are oversimplified. There's no major controls outside of just running, aiming, and shooting. There's really not a whole lot else you need to do. There's no vaulting, there's no crouching, there's not even sprinting in this game. So it's very, very simplified. And I feel like on an actual mobile device this would be fine because there's less buttons you got to interact with, all that kind of stuff. On the Nintendo Switch, however, where there's games like, you know, Overwatch and Doom and other first-person shooters on the Switch, like even Warface, that free-to-play first-person shooter, this game feels way too simple. Way too simple, and I'll get into why it feels way too simple a little later down the road. Now, despite this game being super simple, it is still kind of fun for what it is. It is a fun experience while you're playing it. Now, there are a handful of game modes in this, like Team Deathmatch, Free-for-All, and a few others, including a ranked mode, which I actually dabbled in myself and really had a good time with. Now, in terms of how it looks on the Switch while you're playing it, docked, it is extremely muddy. There's just muddy textures, and it's because it's a mobile game. It's just being up-res to work on the Nintendo Switch at 1080p. This is a muddy game. However, when I pull it off the dock and I'm playing my Switch handheld, this game looks pretty good. Like, it looks very crisp in handheld mode, and I actually preferred playing this game this way because it didn't require a whole lot of button input, so I didn't feel like I needed my Pro controller to play it. So playing handheld was my optimal way to play this game. Now, this game does feature crossplay with the mobile devices that I mentioned when I was talking about the press release of this game. There are mobile game versions of this that are free to play, and you are able to interact and play with people on mobile devices, which I think is really cool. Most games need to start including a crossplay feature. So good on Digital Legends for including crossplay here with Afterpulse. It's a really good decision. Now, my biggest complaint that involves the actual gameplay of this game, aside from, you know, the muddy textures and, you know, this very simplified controls, are just the fact that the load times with this game are insane. It is absurd how long it takes you to get from booting the game up to get to the main menu to then get into an actual game. It's super time consuming. Even opening different menus takes forever. So it's really, really slow in that regard, and it's kind of disappointing and really takes away from the game a little bit. Now, I have said that I think this game is fun. However, I only think this game is fun because of the position I find myself in. This game is $20 on the Nintendo Switch. It's $20 before you can even download this game. So thank you, Digital Legends, for giving me a code so I could save my money and try this game out for free. But the problem is, because it is $20 on the Switch and free to play on mobile devices, you get exclusive items on the Switch. Now, items in this game aren't just for like appearance. They're not just like weapon skins or armor skins, stuff like that. These items have stats, which means the Switch stuff is very, very overpowered. And it's the exact same way with all the items in the item shop. All these things have stats. So the more money you put into the game, the better you're going to be at the game. Like, my exclusive Switch armor is insane. Like, after I equipped it and started using it, I can say with full certainty I was not afraid of anybody I was playing against in these games. I played this game for roughly 2 to 3 hours, and I swear I only died 3 times because I could not die in this armor. I was almost insta-killing people, and I just couldn't take enough damage to actually go down unless a whole team swarmed me, and I just couldn't kill them all quick enough. It was ridiculous. And this wasn't even just in the normal game modes. Like, this wasn't in the casual lobbies. I saw how easy I was running through people in the casual lobbies and hopped into ranked play, because I was like, oh, surely I will be facing players with higher tier armors and stuff that they bought in the item shop. And this was still not the case. I think in my first ranked game I went like 33-0. So I'm just running through people because of the fact that I spent the $20, or I technically spent the $20 if I had bought it on the Switch eShop and didn't get the code, and I have this very, very powerful equipment. This ruins the game for me every single time, because pay-to-win games aren't about skill, it's about how much money you're willing to put into the game, and I'm just not for games like that. It's not fun. If I was in the position of somebody else, where I just play the game free to play, or I didn't get the exclusive armors, I would not be having fun getting torn apart by someone like me who has that exclusive armor. Now, in terms of if I think you should be checking out Afterpulse on the Nintendo Switch, maybe it shows up in your eShop, your recommended stuff, whatever. Do I think this game is worth checking out on the Nintendo Switch? And after playing this game for, the 2 to 3 hours I said I did, I would not recommend this game. At $20, I don't feel this game is worth picking up on your Nintendo Switch when I have games at my disposal like the ones I mentioned earlier, like Warframe, like Warface, like Overwatch, like Doom. All of these games look and play better and have a better level of production than this game. So I suggest go spending your $20 on one of those games rather than on Afterpulse. However, I did say Afterpulse is fun. I did enjoy my time with this game. I'm not trying to dog this game too much. I don't like the pay to win, but the base gameplay is fun. So if you are interested in checking it out, like I mentioned before, it's on Android, it's on iOS, and it is pretty fun to play, and it's definitely a good game to just hop in, get a couple games in, and then hop out. It's free to play over there, so don't put any money into it, because unless you need to be the best, which I don't know why you would need to be the best, but just hop in, play a couple games, play exclusively free to play, and then you'll be able to just enjoy your time and not waste any money on this game. So yeah, that is my review on Afterpulse. Again, thank you Digital Legends for reaching out and giving me a code for this game. Like I said, guys, check it out on mobile, not on Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch version, they're just better games to spend $20 on. Go check it out over on mobile where it's free to play, and don't spend any money on it because it is pay to win. Just be aware of that when you go into it. But that is going to be it for this video. Hope you found the video entertaining and helpful. If you did, leave a like, smash the subscribe button for more videos like this in the future. Be sure to check out the Discord where people over there playing Nintendo Switch stuff all the time, and check me out over on Twitch, TikTok, and all my other social medias if you're interested in keeping up with me, this channel, the stream, or anything like that. Like I said, that is it for this video, and I hope to see you all in the next one.